I'll be your trainer for this for this course for AWS DevOps. So before starting our class, let me give you my quick introduction. I'm a senior DevOps engineer, having 5+ years of IT experience, and I'm a corporate trainer too. And I have taken many interviews for DevOps, Linux, AWS. Like I have taught many of the students across the globe, and projects that I have worked on, like VMware, British Telecom, Amazon, Paytm. So everybody, like everybody, they are not familiar about, like they have already have already uh, I mean, so they have always a what I'm saying. Hello. Yeah. So anyone can learn DevOps. Okay. So no need of prior IT experience for DevOps. Like because IT, it is kind of emerging technology. So that's why no one is expecting to have prior IT experience. So no need to have programming language background. Like no need to like yeah, scripting language we want, but that can be covered in the class. Then before coming to this class, no need to learn Linux or any other tools, like as I'll be covering AWS, Linux, and DevOps as part of this course. And more jobs for both freshers and experienced candidates, because every company is using DevOps, including startups, MNC, abroad companies. So all those companies need this kind of, and that's why we have more jobs and also more abroad opportunities. Then coming to salary scale, like highly recommended for freshers, IT, non IT guys as well. So to choose their careers in DevOps. So like 0 to 2 years, minimum 6 lakhs as a freshers they are getting, and this is just a minimum number I'm telling. So 2 to 3 years, 8 to 12 lakhs. 3 to 4 years, 12 to 16 lakhs. 4 to 5, 16 to 20. Then 5 to 6 for 20 to 24. 6 to 7, 24 to 28. Like above, it will go on like 32 lakhs and more above actually. So coming to in the, like what is DevOps? Let's say I want to establish an IT company. So like what exactly organization needs? Okay. So let's say I want to establish an IT company and I want to take it as a number one position. So to take that company number one position, we need to follow some guidelines, few guidelines. So those guidelines are like first is faster delivery. Okay. So faster delivery means whoever deliver the product to market first, they will grab the whole market. Like faster delivery means whoever will whoever come to the I mean whoever deliver to product to the market first, they will grab the whole market. So faster delivery is very important. Whoever launch new concepts to the market, they'll grab all the audience. Okay. So second comes higher quality. Higher quality is also crucial, it plays a crucial role. In fact, quality comes, uh, f- like first the delivery, like this will come. This second part. First is higher quality is required. So third is always available. So means suppose you have opened a cafe. Okay, so it should be always open now. Like it should like customer should not go to the go with the empty hands. So make sure your website always up and running. So always available is required. The last thing is, the fourth thing is lesser spending. Like try to reduce your expenditure as low as possible, but without compromising higher quality and faster delivery. So without compromising these two factors, you have to like while maintaining these two, try to reduce the expenditure as low as possible. So like uh, like these are the few guidelines which we should follow. So now you must be thinking why all these are related to DevOps. Okay, so let me tell you, these are related to DevOps. For example, I'll go for a page. I'm just taking an example of IRCTC. So IRCTC, many of them are familiar with, right? So IRCTC, what is IRCTC? IRCTC means like through this we can book tickets online. We can book tickets from anywhere. So let's assume this application is not yet in the market now. Okay, it's not yet in the market now. So for example, so this minister goes to IT company. IRCT's there's like 1 second. I must type right. Yeah, it's better to type. So IRCTC. So this railway minister goes to IT company, asks to create this kind of application to him. Okay, so IRCTC, where we can book tickets online. One can book tickets from anywhere. So let's assume this application has not yet come into the market. So this railway minister has got an idea. So he goes to the IT company and asks to create the application to him. So I'll give money to you. He will say to railway company, I'll give you money to you. That's the simple business deal. So this means this project which is given by the client to IT company. So IT company will give a span of time to create this project. Okay, to railway minister. So let's say 1 year he will give. So it will go to IT company. Sorry, yeah, and they both have a deal of making this application in a 1 year span. So ISCTC, so I like 1 year span they had given. So in our case, railway minister is our client. Okay. So this is IRCTC application. Railway minister is our client. Okay. So in the end of the project, railway minister will give money to company. Money to company. That money we can give from get from company in form of packages. Okay. So client is paying our salaries through company. Okay. So assume that railway minister tells to create project till 1 year. So we all like needs to create an application, for example. Okay. So first comes developers. So so now IRCTC people given the project to company. So company, so first manage what manager will do. So manager will sit with some, first comes developers. Okay. Developers, what they will do, developers will start writing code to create this application, like like hundreds of pages of codes they are writing. After writing code, next comes, after writing code, next comes build. So build means converting the source code into an executable form. Like an executable form means .exe, for example. Many of the file we used to download from internet, right? Like anything, if you want to download, the exe format will be there. So someone is typing. Okay. Okay. So So build means converting the source code into an executable form. Like .exe file is a build form of source code. Okay, so that .exe file is a build form of source code, what developers are writing and those. So that means the entire source code we need to build into an executable file. Executable file, any like .exe, .var, .jar. So these kind of files. So that we call deliverables. Okay. So are any executable application, that is what build. Any executable or deployable, this. So that is what build is. So next comes test. Now we need to we need to test whether these are there is any application is working fine or not, whether any errors or something. So QA, like so first, after test, QA comes. So test, we need to test whether this application is working fine or not, any errors or not. Then quality assurance come. QA means quality assurance. Quality assurance means whether this application is easy to use, easy to operate, like whether user friendly options are there or not, whether the customers are understanding these options, whether it is attractive or not, whether developers following the best practices or not. So while writing code, these all comes like under quality assurance. Okay, so last is fifth is not last, fifth is deploy. Deploy means we can also say installing any softwares in our laptop. So this deployment team will go to the client. Okay, they try to deploy the product in the client server. So here comes deployment. Then after deployment, maintenance comes. Maintenance and monitor. Because we need to tell them, how to use how like we need to conduct training sessions for them, we need to provide user manuals, we need to explain do's and don'ts, maintenance activities, disk space, is there it is etc etc. Okay, so it is working correctly or not, fine. So we need to maintain and we need to monitor. So this is the last step. So now everything is running smoothly in application. Okay, assume. So after doing all these things, okay, so here I can say my project is over. Then you will place in one more projects. Same. So these steps are called SDLC, Software Development Life Cycle. SDLC. These steps are called Software Development Life Cycle. So before, to complete this project, they were following a methodology called waterfall methodology. Okay. Give me a second. Okay. So Before to complete this project, they were following called waterfall methodology. So waterfall methodology, like, it's an old methodology. In this methodology, team members were facing so many problems. Like, first problem was they were facing dev versus ops. First problem, developers versus operation teams. Second is stage by stage, like first to complete, then next to start, and it is time taking. Third problem is manually. Everything they were doing, like, so it was it was taking much time and can't expect much quality as well. So since we are facing these problems, we are not developing our project very efficiently, very effectively. So to address all these issues, the like to address all these issues, agile methodologies came. Agile methodology. So in agile methodology, like, you know in this, like, we can say continuous. For this methodology is also called continuous. In companies, we are conducting meeting. So first problem is, like, for in companies, we are conducting meeting every day, sync up or stand up meetings. So manager will conduct this meeting, yesterday what you worked, like, what problem you faced, planning, what are you planning today. So the status of the project having to everyone. Okay, so this dev versus ops problem solved by this way, because everybody know the status. Okay, so I'll tell you how it is solved. So second is, like, second is we are creating a friendship environment. Friendship environment, like, what we say, to these two teams, so that they can work together, like, resolve together. So by using that meeting, we are addressing this issue. Okay, dev versus ops issue. So third is, second is stage by stage. So stage by stage means, what is stage by stage means? Like, first example, developer will write the code, then build, then after completing the completing complete code, like hundreds of pages, so it may be taking 6 months or something. So after that only build will start. Okay, then after that only deployment will start. Then after that, all only maintenance will start, monitor will start. Then these all things will start, like, step by step, stage by stage, in waterfall methodology. But in agile methodology, same thing. Like, in agile methodology, it won't be not like, it will be not like that. Like, it will be in continuous form. Like, developer will write the code, then check out, and at the same time, like, build. You will come to know, like, you will come to know once I'll be starting the sessions. So you'll understand step by step things. So developers will like, write the code, then build, then build team will, at the same time, build will be going on. Then after that, at the same time, it will go continuous, in a continuous form. Okay, the testing stage as well, and QA, like, uh, QA, deploy, maintenance, monitor, it will go in a continuous form. So we are like, so man, now the third is manually. So manually is replacing through automation. Okay, in agile methodology. So these three problems are solving in agile methodology. So I'm unable, from tomorrow I have to use the whiteboard. Okay, this is I'll write from here better. So for automation, like now for automation development, like few of the tools I'll be mentioning, like for example, for automation development, developers use Git, even build team. Okay, and then build, check out the code in what source code management tool, right? So Git. So build like Maven. If any Java project will be there, so Maven, there are different languages are there in the market, like Python and all. So build having a for Maven majorly used for Java project. So build for every language there like there is a change. But Maven is like everybody are asking for Maven. Okay, mostly in the market. So now testing stage is not like we don't do this, like they will be writing, the testing team will be writing the unit test and selenium code test, etc. So testing stage, okay, still we can use like sonar cube for the code coverage. Then QA depends on the company to company. Then comes to deployment. Like Ansible is a configuration tool. Then Docker, okay, Docker, Kubernetes. So these are very like Kubernetes, Kubernetes, Docker, and all. Many people like they're asking in the market. It's a most demanding like tools. And then maintenance, and monitor, Nagios, Nagios, Prometheus. Okay, so these are the few tools. Uh, like I'm just writing now. So like these, like one more tool is Jenkins. Okay, so which manages all other tools. Like this exact CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment will be in Jenkins. So we are implementing all latest automation technologies, automation tools. So DevOps means addressing all traditional issues and implementing complete automation in entire SDLC. Okay, in entire software development life cycle. So this is DevOps. So what I'll be going to cover in the class from tomorrow is like you understood the SDLC, more like SDLC things and all. Okay, what is SDLC and what is waterfall methodology? Okay, agile methodology. So this is the definition of DevOps, like what is DevOps and roles and responsibilities, what we covered today. Okay, so now from tomorrow I'll be going through AWS DevOps. So these all things I'll be going to cover. like AWS features, how to create an account, and EC2 dashboard overview. These all things. Then coming to Linux, so these all things I'll be covering. Okay, it's just a written. There are many format. So yeah, these all things I'll be covering in Linux. Okay, so after AWS DevOps, we'll be starting with Linux. Then coming to uh, Git. Git completely we'll be learning Git commands like source code, what is source code management, and those everything, version control system, SCM tools, repository, and these all things. Okay, staging area, everything. You'll be get to know in a in a classes. Then Git, all this are Git commands. So Git will be covering. Then coming to Docker, Docker we will be covering the class. This all this is all in Docker. Then Ansible will be covering. Okay, then Ansible is the code configuration management tool. So Ansible will be we are I'll be covering all the latest automation tools only, like which is more demanding in the market. Everybody, most of the companies are asking these automation tools. So Maven for build, then Next.js for monitoring, Jenkins for CI/CD, and also we will cover a GitLab CI/CD also. Okay, I haven't not mentioned. I didn't mention here. So GitLab CI/CD also, but Jenkins mostly companies asking, but in the project GitLab CI/CD also, most of the foreign companies. So Jenkins, GitLab CI/CD. Then Kubernetes is very important nowadays for deployment. So Kubernetes will be completing. Tomcat web server is also it's a plain deployment, we can say. Okay, this is also deployment. So for deployment, I'll be covering two tools: build one tool, Next.js and Prometheus for monitoring, maintaining, and Jenkins for CI/CD, Next.js for monitoring, Ansible, Docker, Ansible, everything will be covering. Okay, Docker for again for deployment. So, and also after completing the course, I'll be covering DevOps Real Time Project 1, two projects, real time projects. Okay, and then CI/CD pipeline projects I'll be covering, and I'll giving you the task and etc. So mostly, so every day you'll be like after half of the course, I'll be giving you the CI/CD pipeline projects and tasks at the same time. So mock-up will be there every week. Okay, so that you can prepare. We can prepare for the interview questions. Okay, so resume preparation and evaluation will be there, and real-time scenarios. I'll be telling day-to-day tasks, activities, and I'll be providing material, notes, etc. So theoretical knowledge, practical knowledge, interview and exam points. Like material will be provided, and freshers and experience for resume preparation, and project also I'll be providing interview cracking tips, as we are like conducting mock-ups every week now. So that time you'll be for every week, in the sense have like every after every topic we will be having a good mock-up test. So you have to prepare along with me every day. So this is from my side. So now, is there any questions you can ask one by one?